until this echo, 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 echo in my mind, until this echo, 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 echo can subside.
I'm Rebecca, I'm 12 years old, and I'm just finishing 7th grade. Now you're gonna think, oh, it's 7th grade, she has it so good. She barely has any of that peer pressure or anything that I have in high school or wherever I am. It's pretty sad, but nowadays, you're unfortunately incorrect. Starting with the fact that a lot of kids in my grade or my school do drugs, like smoking, weed, whatever. And it's something that I just have to stay away from, and I do a pretty good job because I've never done drugs in my life. But it can be hard sometimes. With a lot of the drama and things that go on, it makes you consider it, but I have never been under the influence, you know? And of course I've had to see people go through it, like they go through things too, like close friends of mine. But the most advice that I give them is to stay above the influence, you know? And I try to encourage against it, and I try to help them through it the best I can. And apparently I'm doing a pretty good job because none of them have really done drugs. But there was a really, really good friend of mine, and I'm not going to name them, but they were under the influence of drugs for a long time. And at that time, there was really nothing I could do about it. It was a couple years ago, and I was pretty young. It was like a year or two ago. And at that point, I didn't know what to do about it, and I felt bad because I cared for them and I loved them, and I didn't want them to have to go through that, but it was just something I had to deal with. And of course, I've been through like family struggles with that type of thing, and it's just things that almost everybody has to go through in their life, not just like family, but friends also, because pretty much everybody will be around somebody at some point that is under the influence. It doesn't even have to be drugs, but somebody that's just under an influence that you don't want to be under. And something really old and annoying still comes into play, like the oh, do drugs to be cool things. It's so old, right? But it still comes into play with everything else. But this is all just something that you'll have to deal with, even at a younger age of like my age. I think it's even in the school below mine too, but not as frequently. But it's not just high school and college and above that. It is junior high and maybe even middle school, but I don't remember. And things could be different now because our society just isn't the same as it used to be. I mean, I get by every day and I'm still officially above the influence. I mean, it can be hard at sometimes, but it's easier if your heart is really dedicated to that, and if you really do want to be above the influence for the rest of your life. It's a really smart choice. It's not that easy to make, but it's really smart. But the most advice I could give is encourage against it and still be above it. I know I've said that a lot, but that's just the most I can do. And that's what I'm going to continue doing for most of my life. But just remember that it's a struggle for everyone. You're not the only one going through these struggles, and you don't have to go through them alone. You always have family and friends, and if you don't have them, then I'm here for anybody. I'm Rebecca, I'm 12 years old, and I'm above the influence.
Let go, let go, let go, let go of this pride, until this echo, 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 echo in my mind, until